The fear of death. Isn't it fascinating, dear one, how this single shadow stretches itself across our entire existence? We speak of death as though it was some distant intruder, some thief waiting at the end of the road. But look more closely and you'll see, death is not at the end. Death is woven into the very fabric of now. Every breath you take dies into the next. Every thought you think disappears before the next arrives. Every cell in your body is living and dying as we speak. Life itself is not a steady possession. It is a symphony of arrivals and departures, a dance of constant vanishing. Now here is the great paradox. The fear of death is not truly about death. Death, after all, is the one thing you will never experience. For when death comes, there is no you left to fear it. What you actually fear is life, because to live is to surrender. To truly live is to risk everything, to open your heart fully knowing it will break, to love without insurance, to stand naked before impermanence. And so, instead of living, most of us settle for protecting. We build walls, we busy ourselves, we numb, we pretend tomorrow is guaranteed. But the price of safety is aliveness. Take a deep breath with me now. Inhale, birth. Exhale, death. Do you see? You have been practicing dying all along. Without the out-breath, there is no life. Without death, there is no room for birth. They are not enemies, but lovers in eternal embrace. The Buddha, with diamond clarity, taught impermanence as the great truth. All conditioned things will vanish. But he did not mean this as despair. He meant it as freedom. For what is more precious than that which will not last? If the flower bloomed forever, would you notice its fragrance? If this day stretched into eternity, would you cherish it at all? Ramdas, with his boundless tenderness, would remind us, death is not a curse, but a doorway. He once said, death is like taking off a tight shoe. What a relief when the body drops, when the clinging ends. When a loved one dies, suddenly we remember what matters, the softness of presence, the fire of love, the miracle of simply being here. Death, you see, is life's strictest teacher, pointing us back to what we forgot. And Alan Watts, with a laugh that carried galaxies, would say, dying is no more serious than going to sleep. He knew that the void we fear is not emptiness but possibility. The silence that makes the music of life possible at all. Without space, no dance. Without death, no life. But let me tell you, dear one, what lies even deeper than all of this. You are not what dies. You are not your body, not your thoughts, not your feelings. Those are garments worn for a while, costumes on the stage. You are the open space in which all of this rises and falls. Awareness itself, the spleen, not the movie. And the screen is never burned by the drama projected upon it. So when you ask, what happens when I die? It is like the sky asking, what happens when a cloud dissolves? Nothing at all. The sky remains, you remain. Only the passing shapes change. Now pause with me. Feel your breath. Listen to the sounds around you. Watch the thoughts appearing and vanishing. Notice how everything comes and goes, and yet you remain silent, still, aware. This is what cannot die. And here, dear one, is the sweet irony. The more you fear death, the less you live. You hold back your love. You silence your laughter. You shrink from the unknown. You become so busy trying not to die that you forget to live. But the moment you turn toward death, really turn with open arms, life floods in. Gratitude blossoms, joy awakens, the ordinary becomes radiant, a sip of water, sunlight on the skin, the brief glance of a stranger. All of it becomes holy when seen against the backdrop of impermanence. Death does not steal life's meaning, it gives it. So let me ask you, what would it be like to live as though nothing were guaranteed and yet nothing were lacking? To greet each moment as a guest of honor, knowing it will never return. To love so openly that even loss cannot diminish it. This is what it means to be free of death. Not to escape it, but to embrace it. To see it as the rhythm that makes life music. To die before you die. And in that surrender, to awaken fully. And so, when your final hour arrives, as it surely will, you will not go kicking and screaming. You will go laughing, curious, ready. For you will know nothing real can be taken. Nothing eternal can be lost. Death was never your enemy. It was your oldest friend, walking beside you, reminding you all along, do not waste this. Love it, live it. Isn't that curious? That the thing you feared most was the very key to your freedom. So my dear heart, live. Live boldly. Love foolishly. Forgive easily. Risk everything. For when you no longer run from death, you discover you were never running from death at all. You were running from life. And life, beloved, is already yours. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.